Got some more millies that keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them chopsticks cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of pop. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac eye. I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay. Hold me some in the can and it's dry. Riding in special like Bunny and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. Shenanigans and burgers, she cannot decide. The ladies Mercedes, here go to surprise. Don't sleep on Miss Lady, help ride. Bet while I'm gripping her side. Big and mad bet, this ain't regular size. We really fly, we like pelican guys. You ain't slick, I can tell her the skies. Upgrade at my wrist, put baguettes in the sky. She think I might sign her and change her whole life. I told her to goggle and work on her highs. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the nuts. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them chopsticks cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of pop. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
Okay, money, okay. I took the Billy Coop back in the and man, sit there in the road, right.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. Tonight we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And a big hit there on the opening kickoff, and that might set the tone for what could be a physical game.
Here we go. 60 red. 60 red.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Here we go. Set. 10 flat.
Thompson out of the shotgun here. Short throw will be caught by Waller. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Well, it's kind of fitting. A couple days ago when we met with him, I said, what is it about your running game that's so effective? He said, I like to tag myself as elusive. He was pretty elusive right there.
And his teammates appreciate that because they know they don't have to hold their blocks for very long. As one of them told us, if I just breathe some bad breath on the guy in front of me, that's all I need to do, and he's gone.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Here we go.
Play action here. Thompson. This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Let's go now. Yellow, 22.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
That's caught by Waller out left side. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Ready up. Let's go. Blue, 32. Ultra. Go.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Bills nothing. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. He'll get this to about the 38.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
Alert!
Again, it's Cook. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. You talk about this Miami defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. The Bills at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Now Allen. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Allen to throw once more. Throw left side to Kincaid. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Up the middle, Achane. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Joey Bosa, so strong, able to fight his way in there to make the play.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Ready, ready. Red, 38. Smack, red.
Thompson now. Open man is Hill. He's got him. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And the Dolphin first down.
Here we go. Set.
Now it's Thompson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Sticky, green. Black ultra. Set.
Now Thompson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Mecole Hardman from 19 yards away. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From the end zone, it's Strong. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So, I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
Toss to Cook. And a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Cook again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. On play action, Allen. This is Cook. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills.
They got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
It means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people, to power his way forward.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it as we resume action.
Tyler Bass to kick
This
off.
one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And just shutting him off there. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Thompson. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Thompson going to throw it. He'll dump this off to O'Chan. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Here we go, set, ready.
Here's Thompson. Flush to his right. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Ready.
Achane on the counter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Not to think about some
pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Thompson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Yeah, this place has notoriously never been kind to visiting field goal kickers. You get those wins that really whip through the inner bowl, not to mention the urban legends about stadium workers opening and closing the tunnel doors. But for whatever reason, this one winds up off target.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. We'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
So he stops for no gain. And that's going to make it fourth down. On now to punt, Brad Robbins. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Here's Thompson. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Thompson fakes the handoff. Now going to throw it. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Black 40. Red, yellow. Ready.
Looking to throw, Thompson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll run with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And they'll turn the power game to try to get in. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Thompson looking to throw. They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Given 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Thompson back to the air once more. And going deep for Hill.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
His kick is good.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And a strong run there as they take this all the way down to the 35. 70 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Up the middle to Davis. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Davis to run again on second. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Ray Davis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Pass on for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Jason Sanders kicking off for Miami.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Here's Allen to throw it. They'll set up the screen with Davis. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold it for just a short gain.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. It's Davis on the counter. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Let's go now. Ready?
Play action here. Thompson. Little short pass here to Hill. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Achane gets it from the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That third down conversion good for 23.
And the Dolphins first down.
Back to throw now on first down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Thompson. And his pass incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Here we go. Ready.
Again, Thompson's going to throw this. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
3rd and 2. Davis will try to run for it. And Davis, he's not going to get there. Unable to make it to the yellow line. They stop him short. They end up getting stumped twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. This 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Thompson buying time to his left. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Hadn't been a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through the entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Thompson now from the gun. And that is incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts them in that position.
They'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. This taken in by Kincaid. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On play action, Allen. Pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That's on the guard, David Edwards. Allen going to throw. Shakir holds it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. It's complete to Cook. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
They run it again with Cook. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. To the air, Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
2-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Cook is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Reggie Gilliam, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. We have an injury on the play, and that looks like the running back, James Cook, is the one who's down. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throw caught by Achane. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd down at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, it's Thompson. And going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Bills 35, Dolphins 28.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. And we have an injury on the play, and it looks like the running back, James Cook, is the one who's down. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Alert! Ready? Hey, hold.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
The Bills on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he puts it out of there and picks up a 1st down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turn. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Touchdown. Josh Allen, 22 yards. And the Bills look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. After the touchdown pass to kick it away. As they'll start up past the 30.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Thompson now. Yeah, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. They'll run it again here with Davis. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
No gain on the
And he
play.
got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Inside give to Davis. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That is caught. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dalton Kincaid with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Black, 95.
Now Thompson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Yellow, 43. Ready?
Thompson going to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Down the right sideline. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. And that pick 6, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, they kept the effort up, were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, hey, getting the interception's great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And they did exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Through the middle of the field. Inside the 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, 65 yards. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Jason Sanders kicking
Now
off.
after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. They'll try to run down some clock with Johnson.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many